Could Keri Russell be playing a character from Star Wars animation? I review this and more, but first I want to say I'm Mike and welcome you back to Force Within TV, where we love the anticipation and speculation that leads up to Star Wars releases. So hit that subscribe button and join our community. But back to that question. Could Keri be playing an animation character from, say, the Clone Wars or Star Wars Rebels? Ever since the rumors started surfacing that Keri Russell was joining the cast of Episode 9, people have been suggesting that she's going to play Mara Jade. I outlined why I didn't think that to be true in my last video, but what if Keri Russell was actually playing a beloved animation character like Ahsoka Tano or Hera Syndulla? Well, commenters Bryant and Brittany Taylor both want to see Keri Russell playing Ahsoka or Hera, and I agree. I'd love to see Keri playing either of these great animation characters, but we need to remember that at this point in the timeline, the characters are going to be elderly. Ahsoka and Hera would both be beyond their 80s. And rumors are that Keri Russell was brought on to play a physical role. So you could argue that through the Force, Ahsoka, even as an elderly lady, could play a physical role, but there is unfortunately another problem here, and that is Keri Russell is just over 5 feet tall. And yes, I know despite her height, she is capable of playing a physical role, as has been shown in her Mission Impossible appearance, but looking at images of the Ghost crew, she is just too short to play Ahsoka or Hera, who I'd guess are closer to 5'9". But you know which animation character from Star Wars Rebels is a bit shorter? Sabine Wren, of course. And I hadn't considered Keri playing Sabine until Alegna Sky suggested in the comments that Keri Russell could be playing a Mandalorian. Sabine Wren would of course be a physical role, so it matches up with the rumors. Plus, if we look at the images of Sabine, she is the shortest of the Ghost crew, so Keri fits Sabine's height. But maybe Keri is playing another Mandalorian. What if she is the daughter of Bo-Katan, who is now the ruler of Mandalore? I'll be taking a closer look at this theory in an upcoming video, so hit that subscribe button if you're interested. But before you go anywhere, let's take a look at who else Keri may be playing other than, say, an animation character. The Medieval Man 9 suggests that I can't help but wonder if Keri Russell's character is linked to Lando. Someone as successful as Lando wouldn't be able to do everything alone. He would have someone or several someones with him to perform those functions he either doesn't have time for or the ability to perform. Enter Keri Russell's character. And the Medieval Man 9 goes on to talk about how Russell could play, say, some sort of security role for Lando and then could get involved in the Resistance as Lando takes on sort of Leia's role as a general. And yeah, Medieval Man 9, I think that's an incredible idea. It certainly doesn't make sense that Lando is just going to roll up by himself in some small shuttle, though I still do like the idea that maybe the Resistance rescues him from the First Order. But if Lando is coming to join the Resistance, he is definitely going to have an entourage of people with him. Another commenter, Daniel Ruffles, shares that assuming Keri does land a role in Episode 9, and it is indeed on the premise of her physical abilities as an actress, then I'd love to see JJ bring back the idea of the Knights of Ren and have her play a prominent role in the Order. Yeah, Daniel, I really like this idea. I mean, I've thrown around different things, theories about how there is going to be something else come back and threaten not only the Resistance, but also the First Order, and Kylo Ren and Rey would need to team up to take it down. Perhaps that could be Keri Russell as Snoke's other apprentice. It could be the Knights of Ren. It could be the Yuuzhan Vong from the Unknown Regions. The chances of that, though, I think are pretty slim, as it seems to take us away from that major conflict between the First Order and the Resistance, Kylo Ren and Rey. But nonetheless, it is some cool theory crafting. Thanks for that, Daniel. We also have a comment from Grand Admiral Taco Man stating that honestly, Mara could be anyone, but I believe she isn't going to start in the Resistance. She could be very well a bounty hunter or a Mandalorian. I would love to see her as one, but I don't think it's going to happen. So the idea of a bounty hunter appears logical. Right now, I don't see any other answer. Although Phasma may have fitted that role of the henchwoman already, so it cannot be a Fett Phasma-like character, just saying. Yeah, that's actually a really interesting point, Grand Admiral. I hadn't considered Phasma's death in The Last Jedi. I still think she's coming back, I guess, subconsciously, but in my last video about Keri Russell, I talked about how Holdo and Leia are both going to be out of the picture now. So it just makes sense that Keri would be brought on as some sort of resistance officer, but we did lose Phasma as well on the First Order side, so maybe Keri is going to slot in that way. She's going to be a bounty hunter used by Kylo Ren. That is something that I mentioned in that other video. So it's awesome that you're coming up with a similar idea as well. Thank you to everyone that takes the time to share their ideas in the comments section of my videos. And remember, you have a higher chance of your comment being included in a video if you respond to the question of the day. And today's question is, do you think Keri could be Sabine Wren or Bo-Katan's daughter? Will she be a Mandalorian? Let me know in the comments below, and may the Force be with you.